A kingdom fell without a fight. Here's why. Long ago, there was a powerful king whose realm stretched across vast lands. Yet he was never satisfied and always desired more. His greatest ambition was to conquer a neighboring kingdom, renowned for its strength and unyielding spirit. One day, the king sent his loyal spy to gather intelligence about this seemingly invincible kingdom. Disguised as a common traveler, the spy crossed the border and ventured into the neighboring land. Along his journey, he came across a high hill where a young boy was sitting. The boy held a spear in his hand, and tears streamed down his face. Curious, the spy approached him and asked, "Why are you crying, young man?" The boy looked up and replied, "I weep because our ancestors were so skilled that they could shoot a single arrow and bring down two birds at once. But now we've forgotten their mastery. How can we protect our kingdom if we've lost even this simple skill?" The spy, deeply impressed by the boy's sense of duty and pride in his heritage, returned to the king and reported, "Your Majesty, the people of this land are devoted to their homeland from a young age. Even their youth mourn the loss of traditions that once made them strong. We cannot defeat them." The king pondered these words and then said, "If their youth are so deeply connected to their land, then indeed defeating them by force is impossible. But perhaps we can conquer them another way." From that day forward, the king changed his strategy. He began sending gifts to the neighboring kingdom, jewels, fine fabrics, and sweets. He organized festivals, games, and lavish celebrations for their people. Year after year, the people grew accustomed to these luxuries. They became more relaxed, slowly forgetting their ancient traditions and their vigilance. 10 years passed. The king sent his spy once more to see what had become of the neighboring kingdom. The spy returned to the same hill and saw the boy again, now a young man. This time the man held a musical instrument in his hands, and once again, tears ran down his face. The spy approached him and asked, "Why are you crying now?" The young man replied, "My beloved has left me, and I do not know how to bear the pain." The spy returned to the king and reported what he had seen. Upon hearing this, the king smiled and said, "Now we can conquer them without a fight. A people whose youth are more concerned with pleasures and heartbreak than the defense of their homeland cannot stand against a true army." The king gathered his forces and marched on the neighboring kingdom. When his soldiers reached the city gates, the guards themselves opened them willingly. The people no longer felt a sense of duty to defend their land, and their spirit had been broken. Thus, the neighboring kingdom fell without a single battle. Moral: easy times create weak men create hard times.